Hello there folks and welcome to part 53 of our Neil Robertson pro career on Snooker 19, and today is time for the last day to the quarter-final of the Coral World Grand Prix, and we play for the first time the Belgian Luca Brecel in this last day match. Now we've already played two matches in this tournament so far. We did beat, who did we beat first? It was Martin Gould by 3 frames to 1, and as you can see there, for some reason it comes up twice, but oh well. We beat Stephen Maguire by the same total, but it's going to be tricky against Luca Brecel, a player I haven't played before, someone I personally feel is a little bit better than Stephen Maguire and someone that should be feared a little bit more than Stephen Maguire, but it will still be an interesting match, and of course if we can come out on top of this match then we will get into the semi-final of the Grand Prix, which is very exciting news for us. And to be fair, we've been given a pretty good deal so far, really, playing Brecel, Maguire and Gould, and if we do get past Brecel, it's going to be pretty tough in that semi-final, I can imagine. But that being said, our semi-final history hasn't featured the real top players. We have played the likes of Ding Junhui in one semi-final. That's not to say that Ding isn't a good player, but usually this game is scripted to have the top 6 in the semi-final, or even the top 4 sometimes. But of course, if you're outside the top 4, it means that at least one player has been knocked out beforehand. So I'd expect someone like Selby, Mark Williams or Ronnie in that semi-final. But we might get perhaps a little bit lucky. But we've got to get past this match first. We can't get cocky and complacent, all that sort of stuff. Now, I haven't played since we played this match against Stephen Maguire, so it might take a frame for us to get into it, which in a 5-frame match isn't exactly something you really want to hear me say, I suppose. But Luca Brecel can definitely take hold. He can punish us. And for those of you who didn't watch the last episode but might have watched part 51, we have gone for the hard difficulty now. We've gone with hard AI, but we have settled for just that pro aiming aid because I think that gives us the best chance that combination does of success. Interesting safety shot there from Brecel. We can get to this side of the red. It's not the best. I think he was probably trying to get it behind the black, which is completely understandable. But we knew last episode that getting the shot power right is absolutely paramount, because you can get into a bit of trouble if you don't do that. Especially if you're hitting it thin, and you might not be able to hit the shot. If you're going for it thin and you hit it a bit harder than intended, you might not hit the shot, and you might not hit the ball, and of course that means you're going to get a foul. Bit of a better safety though that time, admittedly, from Luca Brecel. Let's see what we can do. We can just get to the edge of this one, luckily, so we'll just play that one and come back up the table. I haven't got much problem with that. A good shot right back into the pack. Split the pack a little bit, but it's absolutely fine. Doesn't open anything up as far as I can see. A bit of a cagey start here, but it's great to see. I'd like a bit of safety battle at the start of a match. Admittedly, we don't come out on top of many of them, but oh well. Great safety though there. That was brilliant from Brecel. He blocks off most of the chances that have been put forward here. So we're going to have to. We're being forced into this. We're going to have to play a little bit thicker. But hopefully it stays up bulk. Hopefully we don't open too many opportunities. But there is going to be one that opens. We've left a straight pot on that red. So he does have a start to Luca Brecel. A good safety shot, to be fair. It's going to be a struggle to get out of that. So fair play to him. And he has got a chance for the first pot of the match. He's played it nice and slow. Fair play to him. Not going stupid. And that's a nice pot. Not in the best position. He might have to play a safety here. Very tricky to cue off this cushion. That's exactly what he's doing. A bit puzzling, to be honest, why he did that. But he just played the shot a little bit soft for my liking. But interesting here that he has. Now we could take a risk and try and get. I wonder, could we hit this and potentially not hit any of the other reds and get back up the table? I think we can. I think we'll take the risk. See what happens. Oh, we didn't. Well, bit of a shame that was. It could have worked out. It was pretty marginal.
That's a shocker.
Yeah, it is a shocker. I agree, Folds. But when we gave an opportunity like this before, he didn't really take the chance. Just about on this red. The character model of Brecel looks quite good in my opinion. He's quite petite. It quite gets that image on show, really.
This is being played towards the left middle pocket.
No, it looks good.
6.
By all means, I don't think this frame's over because the reds are fairly tight. They're pretty much all within that pack, and the ones that are split, you've got that one to the middle pocket, which isn't on at the moment, but you've only got these two that are down the bottom of the table, and that's right on the cushion now, the one that's remaining.
14.
Now we can get to this red. I think it should get past the blue pretty easily.
15.
But that's not the best shot. Could go for the green or the brown, but he's going to go for the blue. Bit tight, but I'm sure he'll make it work. Fair play. And positionally, that was fantastic.
20.
What he needs to do, though, now, he needs to get this red, get the black, and then he has to open up the reds.
This is a tricky one.
Or else this just seems like a bit of a pointless break.
21.
But I'm sure he will. The AI have got a lot better than that, a lot better at that since the update.
Good queuing required here.
Going for the blue, interesting.
That's really close, but
And he's missed the
not
blue.
quite close enough.
Feels like that was a little bit of a safety almost. He's got away with that really because of the way that the ball's reacted. Let's just get this up the table. We could get this very safe. We'll take that. It's not completely safe. He can still nudge one of these balls, but it's a little bit tricky. Given where the green, brown, etc. is. But he's played an even better shot.
That's an
Very
excellent
impressive. We'll just play this down the bottom of the table, I think. Hopefully it ends up by the black. Looks by the speed it's going that it's absolutely fine. Now he might go for this red into the middle. I'm aware of that.
Just wants to ensure he gets this
But he's just
key ball
going for the
tight
safety.
position with the shot.
He hasn't opened anything up though there. Very tight play by Russell, to be fair. I don't think we've done anything particularly wrong so far. He's just been the better player. And it is a fascinating safety battle, this. But it is a bit of a peculiar choice that he didn't split the reds when he had the chance. Because he could have took the frame, really, from there.
Safety shot.
But something's got to go at some point, and that could be fairly close to the pocket, but doesn't quite go in there. Is there anything on now? I mean, it's a good safety, to be fair. Might be about a decent shot.
To get the white tight on the cushion.
Oh, that's not gone the way I planned. Oh, that's annoying. Was just going to try and hit the red, clear the rest,
With that.
and get back up to the top of the table, because that's all we could have done.
Right corner pocket.
Up to the bulk cushion. But that's a bit disappointing, and Brusella's got another chance here. I said I was a bit rusty, and to be fair, he's outwitted us in terms of safety play to give himself a chance in this first frame.
8.
I don't think he'll mess it up second time round.
Nicely onto the pink.
9.
Nice shot.
15. That's a fabulous pot.
I like that.
Cue control there. Ideal position.
16.
Green there.
19.
It's all for position. We haven't registered our first pot yet, which, if he does win this cleanly, yeah, it's not going to be best for us going into the second frame. But it's been proven players have bottled it from this point. The frame's by no means over yet. Certainly in terms of the scores. He certainly needs 4 or 5 more clean pots to secure the frame. So that middle one will be on. Which is the only pot he's surely playing.
Should be straightforward enough.
Then he'll have the black, the red that's down there. And it'll be interesting to see what strategy he takes with these 4 reds. Because he had a little bit of an inability to break up the remaining reds before.
Not bad at all.
But that's exactly what he's done. I mean, it's not the best of breaks, to be honest.
35.
Not the best of splits even, sorry.
Beauty.
It's a decent break.
Right on top of his
But, I don't know, he's got through there. Amazing. But he doesn't need all these reds to win the frame, crucially. But this black will do it.
For a colour.
44.
He might have already secured it, to be honest, but this black will definitely do it.
51.
Don't know why he's not getting an applause. This red will definitely do it.
52.
Okay, fair enough. The crowd just must not be bothered, but that's definitely going to be the first frame to Brissell. There's no way we're going to get back from there. We might take on a bit of potting practice if he doesn't like the look of that one, but no, he does.
Down it goes. 59.
He's took the green on.
In it goes.
And amazingly, he's stayed just about in position. Just missed that red. We might as well do a little bit of potting practice while we're here. I know we can't get back into it, but we might as well just get a little bit freshened up.
1. Taking this yellow on.
Our potting game seems fine. Bit loose on position there, but
10.
just wants to pot that yellow really. Given any other frame, we'd have conceded by now. Yeah, it's a good pot. Yeah, I think my potting game's just about fine. There's no problem with that. So we're going to concede the frame. It would be a tricky brown anyway, so we'd only be mucking about, wasting time. We might as well try and be getting pots that we can actually get some sort of achievement for. Well, let's see what Brissell's break's like. Maguire was incredibly thick on his breaks, but a lot thinner from Brissell. Yeah, good break, fair play. Ooh, very good, because we can't even get to the side. That's impressive. Have to hit this quite thick to avoid a collision with the other red on the way back. But we nearly potted it, to be honest. I wasn't really considering we could have done that. Hopefully this goes far enough to avoid getting a chance on that red. Ooh, a little bit of a mistake there, but he's going to get away with it, I think. I mean, we're never going to go for that sort of shot. That's just ridiculous. What do we go for here, though? Bit of a tricky one. We're just going to have to play this, I think. Just play it a little bit thicker. Hopefully get back up bulk. Yeah, that's fine. Because he's not going to cut the red in from there. He does leave it on, but if he does cut it in, well, fair play to him. But no, he's just going to play a safety on it. Ooh, just give us a bit of a chance, though. This does to be in a better position than we would have been.
Looking to play safe here.
Oh, that needs to keep going, actually. That needs to keep going. Oh, that's a howler. Straight pot for Brissell here.
Tough shot, but he could have played it better.
Yeah, definitely could have played that better. Just a little bit harder. It's tricky. I'd still, after 3 months of the game, it's still tricky to try and gauge some shots. But that's the first part of the frame. Big colours all off, though. It's going to have to be a green.
Well, he couldn't have played that any better.
And good position.
Positional shot.
Admittedly, the red's right on the pockets, so it wasn't going to be hard to pot. Gotta hope he makes a mistake, though, here, or he could go 2-0 up very quickly. Not been in this match, really, so far.
5.
Well,
Ooh, he's touching ball.
position here.
Makes it a little bit tricky.
Touching ball.
Ooh, that red has come up the table. It's not really tempting enough, though. I think at this point it might just be worth playing up to the reds. Hopefully this doesn't go too quickly. Oh, unbelievable. Leaves that one on. He might not take it on. Bit of a tricky one.
Straightforward.
But no, he's got this one. That's unbelievable.
1.
played that practically as soft as possible into the reds, and yet still we got unlucky with the split.
No issues there.
We haven't been in this at all so far.
4, 5.
He's got to get the green and screw back quite significantly, but now he's going to go for another safety here.
Look at Brazil. 8.
Is it safe? Oh, luckily we can just get to the edge of that red there. And this doesn't look bad. Would have been perfect if that blue was right next to the brown, to be quite honest, but it doesn't work like that. Oh, he's giving us a chance though here. I'm going to take it on.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
And there we go. It's our first pot of the frame. And that's set up fairly nicely for the black.
1.
Well, we need to take this opportunity.
Nicely played.
8.
Bring it back up off the cushion. That's not bad. We are on the black. Might as well try and split the reds while we're here.
That's a really good split, and this.
And that'll do. Just got to get the cue ball in a decent position.
16.
Have we? That one just about available? Yeah, it is to the middle, which is a relief. Gonna have to split these a bit more, to be honest.
Centre pocket here. What a top
No
shot that is.
brilliant position we could have had. So we had to screw back, and we've got good position on the black. I'll type that.
Can't see any problems here.
Oh, we've mucked it up. Ah!
You won't be happy with that.
Oh, why did we rush that? We've got such a chance.
17.
Oh, that's annoying. We rushed it. Stupid that was.
8.
Now Brassel's inherited our
To the left corner.
play. And that's annoying. Really is. He's not going to make another mistake here. Poor snooker that was.
16.
I could tell as soon as I hit it. I thought, no, it's not going in. Proves you can still make mistakes on this aiming aid.
17.
And now it's just straight pot after straight pot. We're going to have to come back, I think, here. That's a good split again.
24.
He's not going to have any problems here, I would suggest.
No problem there.
Unless he makes a mistake.
Wonderful shot.
Which at the moment doesn't look like he is. I mean, he's staying on the black.
32.
Got two reds covering those middle pockets, which is great. Those are just tap-ins. And I don't see any
33.
issue in winning the frame from here.
No problems with the
This is
rest
the
there.
problem with these shorter matches. It can descend very quickly.
38.
But it's not all over yet. Plenty of times we've brought it back from a 2-0 deficit. Just need to get into our stride.
Brown required here.
And there you go.
And that
2-0 Brassel.
his opponent in this frame.
43. 44.
And he's playing this perfectly. Although that's not so
Look at
perfect.
Brazil, 49.
So we'll concede there. And it is now 2-0 to Brassel. Unbelievably, he's only one away from the semi-final.
Well, this lead is starting to grow now.
They want to consolidate this advantage.
Well, one bad break here. And that's not going to be great. A bad break here and it could be all over, and that's a shocker. Leaves one open straight away.
Not a straightforward safety shot here.
But luckily he's played the safety. Gotta hope this goes right. Oh, it's too hard. Oh, we're not having it our own way today. He'll go for this and he'll get it. He can go into the blue as well now and open up the pack. Oh, to be fair, he hasn't really. Yes, there's a few opportunities, but he certainly hasn't whacked them open. We've been way off in this match. Brusella's just given us a beating.
Well played.
Fair play to him, though.
That's an excellent pot.
Been a very good opponent.
Doing extremely well here.
15.
Good split.
Oh, that's a great split. Just got to hope he makes a mistake now or he's going to have a clean sweep. We haven't really had a chance. What have we scored? Maybe 50 points? Not even that much?
21.
After the work we've done to get to this point, it'd be a great shame to go out in the last eight. But I suppose there's no humiliation going out in a quarter-final. It's just I think we want to increase our ranking, don't we?
29.
But Brussels in a semi-final, well, I'd love him to win it. Be great if he won the tournament. Obviously, it'd mean that the prize money stays away from the top, but it's not so much that. It'd be great to see someone else win a title this year that's a little bit different.
35. 42. 43.
That is the problem, as I said, with these shorter matches. You can have 3 bad frames and it's all over. This should be a fairly easy red. And he only needs a matter of shots. And this is going to be the shortest video we've had in a long time.
Into the left corner pocket. 49.
Would love to say it would have been a clean sweep for me, but it's not the way it goes sometimes. You could just be outplayed. And Brussels been a very good opponent today. I just don't see him make a mistake, particularly with it only being a few balls needed now.
62.
He might even get a ton here.
$63. What a great shot that is.
That effectively
I like that one.
chance of a comeback in this match.
68.
And I think that is enough. Yeah, with the amount of blues he's hit, that takes, what, 12 points off a maximum. So 135. Oh, he's missed the red. Have we got a chance? Oh, 68 behind with 67 left. Okay. Well, we might as well go for this and see if we can make him make a mistake. But at the end of the day, we've got to build up a decent score before we go into that sort of game.
1.
That's not the best shot, is it?
He's playing for the right corner here.
It's a nice pot, though.
That's a
We have to stay on the black. The black.
8.
To get as many points as possible. But who knows? It's not necessarily all over yet. Good accuracy though. As I said, nothing wrong with our potting game. It's been our safety that's let us down today. It's not the easiest, is it? Neither is this to the top pocket, I suppose, but oh well.
Red to the corner pocket.
It's a good pot though. Ooh, I'd have liked to have just played it behind that green. In fact, that's what we're going to do. Play it up just behind the green.
It looks like he's going for the snooker behind the green here.
So we hit it, for goodness sake.
This foul could cost him.
Well, definitely has.
Robertson,
That's annoying.
17. Look at Brussels. 4. Free ball.
He's trying to be as risk averse as possible here.
Oh, we've actually got a touch on it. Amazing. But But no, he's going to go from here and score the points. It was a good, it's a good idea, but unbelievably we missed it.
8.
Still, at least we tried for the snooker. It could have been a good snooker. But alas, we didn't get it.
Luca Brissell, 8.
Well, we could try for this, but we're 63 behind with 35 remaining. And we are going to concede the match. So, unbelievably, we've been in this, 20 odd minutes? And that was just a masterclass by Luca Brissell. 1 or 2 mistakes, fair enough. But as you can see, 44 points for us and we've been whooped. Luca Brissell showing us how it's done. And we are out at the quarter-final stage of the World Grand Prix, which I'm a little bit gutted about. But when you're outplayed on a day like that, fair play to him. So let's have a look who won the tournament. Hopefully it was Brissell, but I doubt it. Mark Selby, the champion. Not really much of a surprise. High Break Award goes to him as well. Doesn't actually say who played him in that tournament's final. I've loved to have known, but we can't, unfortunately. So next up, we have the Welsh Open. We have the Welsh Open. There's only a few tournaments left of the season now, amazingly. We've got the Welsh Open, the Shootout, which we will cover in just one episode. The Players, the Gibraltar Open, the Tour Championship, the China Open, and the Betfred World Championships. But who have we got in the Welsh Open? We have got Luke Simmons in the first round. So we're going to play the first 2 rounds off camera, and I will come back to you folks for the 3rd round on Sunday. Thank you very much for your company today. I know it's been a short one and a bit of a humiliation, to be quite honest. Let's see, don't know, but Luca Brissell did not move up by anything, but Mark Selby, it looks extends advantage at the top of the table. But thank you very much for your company today. I have been TIJ Gamer, and until Sunday, I will see you guys later. Goodbye for now.